Bible in a year, day 2. Let's get right into it. So we got Genesis 4, Cain and Abel. We all know it, but let's talk about it. All right, Genesis 4, the story of Cain and Abel. So Adam and Eve have been kicked out of the Garden of Eden, and Eve gives birth to Cain and then Abel. And after they grow up, Abel works the flocks, Cain works the fields. When it came time for them to bring offerings to God, Abel gives God like the best of his flock, like really just, it says a fat offering here, fat portions from some of the firstborn of his flock. So really good offering. And in comparison, Cain just gives God the scraps of what he harvested. And because Abel gave such a good offering, he of course earns favor from God, which makes Cain really jealous. So Cain brings him out to the field and mafia style kills him. First murder ever. So God curses Cain. He says, "You are now cursed to wander the earth for the entirety of the rest of your life. You cannot settle down, or something will happen." Doesn't say what'll happen. But despite cursing him, in God's mercy, he gives Cain a mark that says, nothing can kill you. Nothing can try and kill you while you are out in the scary and dangerous wilderness, because Cain was afraid of that. So God showed mercy despite the horrible sin that Cain committed. Genesis 5 is just genealogy from Adam to Noah. It's honestly not very interesting, so we're going to go right to 6. Genesis 6 is when God really starts to notice the wickedness in the world and how our hearts are set on the more material things, the not godly things, things that glorify us, not God. And it pains God to see that, so much so that he regrets making humans. And he says, you know what? This was fun, but I'm done. We're wiping them all. Except one man earns his favor, Noah. And the next whole section in my Bible is titled Noah and the Flood. It tells about how God told Noah all the measurements of the ark and, bring the animals and who to bring. And then it tells of the flood. And that's all, that's biblical history. But I don't think that's really what's important about this. Noah, for decades, trusted God's word. He was the only one who really did at the time, who trusted and put faith in God. And he was persecuted. People would be like, Noah, you're an idiot. What are you doing? You think there's going to be rain for 40 days and 40 nights and the whole world's going to be flooded? That's not possible. But Noah said, yes, it is. God said it would be, and it will be. And it was. All those people died because they had no faith. They lived for themselves. They were dead from the second